My first job, quote unquote. Cause I've had some really weird jobs. Like I was Santa. Yeah, horrible time. A lady brought her dog. Oh, take a picture. Why are you wearing Converse? It's just awkward because like I was not supposed to be Santa. I just pulled a sharp. I just pulled a sharp. Pulled the sharp out of the bomb shelter woods. But yeah, I was Santa, and actually, the only reason that I was Santa was because the Santa that we had was like this weird little Norwegian guy. I don't know why I keep talking about Norwegian stuff. Maybe I want to go to Norway. Do you hear me? The Norway travel agency, hit me up and send me to Norway and I'll make cringy little videos in Norway. But he was like, Swindy Hergen Durgan, I don't want to be here anymore. The other mall has better traffic on Christmas Eve. So Santa abandoned us on Christmas Eve, and I had to step in and be Santa and wear all the gear. And if a Jewish kid came up, I was like, "Get the fuck out! What are you doing here?" I wasn't like that. That's a funny, haha, good one. But my first job was I was a camp counselor. That was unintentional, genuinely, and that's the scariest part about it. My name was Gadsby. I have an identity disorder, so changing my name and acting different. Oh, isn't that just my thing? I was with like 8, 9, 10, and there was this kid named Rafi that I was like, oh, this kid's so cool. I'm gonna try to be like the counselor man for him, and eventually, years later, when we met again, he had literally no idea who I was. That was just a random bozo that was just taking up his time. And I was like, oh, I thought I left an impact. My first job experience was with this company, and it was really, really bad. It was not a good experience, but it was definitely an experience that I continued and I kept going to because I was like, well, this is what I do during the summers. I don't remember the days the parties were planned on, but it was a specific day, and every time the week would come, people would complain about having to house a bunch of drunk teenagers and, no, adults. We were drunk adults. But the first the first co that I had was a man named Coco, not my dog, because my dog's like, what the fuck do you want from me, you stupid piece of shit? I fucking hate you. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, I wish you would stop pooping, like poop normal, Jesus. My first co was named Coco, and he was a big fan of the marijuana leaf, and I was not at the time. I was a clean little boy from Ireland. Hi. Don't know where that came from. I remember I was like, "Can you get me marijuana?" He did, and I was like, "Thank you." I used to smoky to weeds out of printer paper, be like, I love the chemicals. It's fine, it's unbleached paper, but it's not, because like printer paper is heavily bleached, that's why it's white. So I took that marijuana leaf and I rolled it up in a doobie and I smoked it. I smoked these. Probably wasn't my best time. The next code that I can like adequately remember was a guy who called himself Young Clipper. Y-U-N-G. Young Clipper. Not like Jungkook from BTS, baby. The stars tonight. That was bad. But yeah, Young Clipper was a great guy, actually. Like, I literally have no complaints about him. He was such a smashing dude. Like, he was such a Chad at parties. He was so ready to party. He was so ready and so down for so many things. Just at work, he was the weirdest guy in the world. My first job that I like stayed at coherently, and like the stuff I learned there was just a lot of stuff about how to keep kids hanging out with you, and a lot of that was just playing music when they were talking to be like, shut up, listen to me, bitch. I would break the rules, and I would bring my speaker and I would hide it in my backpack, and I would play it as we'd walk down the hill and play Blake's Got a New Face by Vampire Weekend because I could scream. Blake's got a new face! Did you see my face when I did that? That was disgusting. And so I had to make friends with the adults. I'll meet you on the battlefield, soldier. I remember my first year, there was a bit of hubbub with a popular counselor, and they brought vodka to the decorating of the pavilion. And this was my first year, and I did not go to the decorating of the pavilion, so I only know this story secondhand. But they brought vodka to the pavilion, they hid in a shed, and were drinking it at a situation where the bosses are there. And so they were drunk decorating the pavilion. They eventually got found out, and they lost a bunch of Color Wars points because it was like, haha, you don't get your Color Wars points because you were drinking alcohol. I mean, Color Wars was always a big thing there. I was a general twice, blue or red team or whatever team I was on. I was on the Blue Boxers once, I remember that. Go Blue Boxers! Yeah! I have all my stuff. I still keep it because the Blue Boxers were a legendary team of legendary combatants, and we fought hard and we kicked some ass, and whoever our opponents were, I don't even fucking remember. They were I had to do intros for both of them. As a general on my own team, I had to do intros for both of them. Like, they were like, oh, you got a nice voice, do this. So many times I was recruited for things that were not okay to be recruited for, but they were like, he'll do it, he'll do it, because he does it when you ask him to. Because I am how you say gullible as fuck. Like, I swear to God, if they were like, hey, we're not gonna pay you, you're not getting paid for this, I'd be like, okay, thank you. Oh man, I miss Young Clipper. But I don't really have like stories from work, I guess, because like I was working a lot of the time, and then at the parties I would go for like 5 to 10 minutes and then leave. Because I was like, this is so awkward. We work together and you want to interact with me when I'm inebriated? Excuse me, no. That fucking shadow, what the fuck is that? It's like right there. I'm literally waiting for a fucking zombie to walk down those steps and be like, hey, you bitch. Ah! But yeah, it's not gonna happen. But like, you know, my paranoia definitely gets the best of me because I'm trying to frame it that way. Like, the bomb shelter has an upstairs. Maybe one day we'll go up there. Circleophobia, globophobia, fear of balloons. Hello. Hello. I guess that's that one. There's probably not enough stuff. But like, who knows? Maybe it is. All right. See you later, fellow explorers. Deutschland says hello.